Hey everyone, so today we have a ton of breaking Doctor Who Blu-ray and DVD news. I am so excited to share it with you. So let's get into it. Today on the Doctor Who Guide, a community where it's all about helping each other grow our knowledge collection and connection with other Doctor Who fans. I'm your host Alex Patterson, and if you enjoy these types of videos, definitely consider supporting us over on patreon.com or using the affiliate links whenever you're shopping on sites like Amazon, eBay, or Forbidden Planet, because it really does help the channel out, so thank you so much. A bit of recent news is that Doctor Who Season 23 was announced as having a standard edition being re-released on October 4th of 2021, so that's very exciting. And on the same day that that news was announced, hint hint, it's Season 17 themed. So what do you say we get this background looking a little bit more appropriate? On that same day, a screenshot was uploaded to Twitter by @LenBuis, who tagged Matthew Purchase, aka @TheCyberdevil on Twitter, who retweeted that tweet, and that retweet caught the attention of @DHA Studios 6 and @Thomas901-75738 on Twitter, who tagged and notified and messaged me, so thank you so much. That screenshot was from a Swiss DVD site that sells DVDs and Blu-rays, and they had a listing on there, and that listing showed that Doctor Who The Collection Season 17, according to them, is going to be released on December 13th of 2021. How exciting is that? Oh my gosh! You can see all of my Season 17 DVDs, Blu-rays are in my background, and as if that wasn't enough spoilers on one site, they also have a listing for Galaxy 4, the Steelbook, saying that it'll come out in November of 2021. Now, news that a Galaxy 4 animation is happening isn't exactly breaking news, as a little while ago someone included Galaxy 4 2021 as a project that had been on their CV, but news of it happening specifically in November is new. And finally, @GoldenRockStud1 on Twitter messaged me and let me know that the Region 1 release date for The Evil of the Daleks DVD is going to be November 16th of 2021. You can pre-order that DVD from Amazon. Links are in the description down below. But back to Season 17. Bear in mind that while I try and make these videos when we've moved out of Rumorville and into Leaked Informationville, there is still absolutely no official confirmation of any kind. But that being said, product listings, leaking new releases before official announcements is something that has happened before. And what does make sense is that it will keep up the pattern set in place of one Tom Baker season released every year. And it would also mean that Region 2/Region B would continue to get a monthly release. In August, we had The Web of Fear. In September, The Evil of the Daleks animation is coming out. In October, the Season 23 Standard Edition Blu-ray set is coming out. And according to the Swiss DVD site, in November we'll be getting a Galaxy 4 animation, and that would then be followed up with a December release, finishing off the year with The Collection Season 17. And my goodness, are we Doctor Who fans spoiled, because that lineup is incredible. In keeping with the tradition of my leaked Blu-ray box sets videos, I have created my own mock-up artwork for what the Season 17 Blu-ray collection cover would look like. I based it off of Lee Binding's work with the vortex in the background, which I made myself out of non-copyrighted images, and then I used copyrighted images for all of the villains. I have one villain per story, and I had to use that incredible City of Death photo shoot with Tom Baker there. I think the pose has a little bit too much action in it, but I wanted to have it. Season 17 was originally broadcast between the 1st of September in 1979 and ended on the 12th of January in 1980. Season 17 has 5 stories and 20 episodes, but there should have been a 6th story in the season that was supposed to be 6 parts long. More on that later though. After its original broadcast in 1979, Season 17 was released in book form thanks to Target novelizations that came out later in 1979 and in 1980 for Destiny of the Daleks, The Creature from the Pit, Nightmare of Eden, and The Horns of Nimon. I only have the Nightmare of Eden Target novelization, but I also have the City of Death novelization, which didn't come out until 2015, and the Shada novelization, which didn't come out until 2012. There have since then been subsequent audiobook readings of most of the Season 17 Target novelizations, as well as the Shada and City of Death novelizations as well. The next format for Season 17 was VHS releases, which started in early 1991 with the the UK City of Death VHS release, and ended in late 2003 with Region 1 releases of The Creature from the Pit and The Horns of Nimon. Not long after that, Season 17 was upgraded to the DVD format, first off with City of Death coming out on DVD in 2005, and ending all the way in 2017 and 2018 with the animated Shada DVD release. And now, possibly in December of 2021, Season 17 will experience a new format in the form of a Blu-ray box set. This will be the most high quality and compact that we've ever seen this season. I cannot wait. I would love a Season 17 Blu-ray box set, and mostly for the fact that City of Death is my all-time favorite Fourth Doctor story. Probably my all-time favorite classic Doctor Who story. Oh, that's gonna be so amazing. I think that Season 17 takes the award for having the widest range between the highs that it reached and the lows that it also reached within the scope of a single season, and I think it certainly gets that award for Tom Baker's seasons. This season coming out would mean that we would have 3 consecutive Doctor Who seasons on Blu-ray. We'd have Season 17, Season 18, and Season 19. Romana II, as played by Lalla Ward, would have all of her episodes out on Blu-ray. Adric, I believe, is the only companion to beat Romana to that milestone. K9 Mark II, though, would also make up some ground with now having 2 out of 3 seasons on Blu-ray. Plus, Davros and the Daleks would rack up another story on Blu-ray. Also, I can't wait to see if they'll add optional CGI effects to another one of the Season 17 stories. I always love it when they do it because it allows you to see the episode through new eyes. I would love to know which one of these stories would you pick. I mean, Destiny of the Daleks already has optional CGI effects, so they probably wouldn't do that. But is there another story that you think needs it the most? I mean, maybe The Horns of Nimon or Nightmare of Eden. I also can't wait to see new documentaries, behind the sofas, bonus features, maybe some surround sound audio, along with the amazing artwork that I'm sure Lee Binding has in store for us. I mean, just think about the disc art, the booklet cover art. I mean, maybe the booklet will be the TARDIS landed on primordial Earth from, like, City of Death. Wouldn't that be amazing? I just want to know what it looks like. As for the Fourth Doctor, 54.65% of Tom Baker's episodes would now be on Blu-ray, and that's not even including the 6 episodes from Shada. I would be shocked if they didn't include Shada in some form on a disc. I think that they will devote an entire disc to Shada, as well as to each of the other stories on this box set, so that means 6 discs already, plus the second disc for City of Death brings us up to 7 discs, and the bonus disc that we get on every set means that this will match the 8-disc size of seasons 14 and 18. Shada also has a second disc though, and that brings us up to 9, but I think that between any room on the bonus materials, I think that they might be able to make it work just on 8 discs. But speaking of Shada, Shada was supposed to be the 6th and final story in season 17. It was supposed to be 6 parts long, and it had most of its studio footage all filmed, but unfortunately a strike at the BBC meant that the story could not be finished in time and was sadly never finished. However, the quest to restore Shada over the years has taken many different forms, so strap yourself in for a simplified, quick Doctor Who history lesson. In mid-1992, Shada was released in the UK on VHS with surviving incomplete studio footage linked together with clips of Tom Baker providing narration for the missing bits. Fun fact, the UK VHS came with a Shada script book, as well as the Australian release of the Shada VHS. However, the US VHS didn't come with anything. And people wonder why I collect from other regions. In late 2003, the BBC commissioned Big Finish to turn Shada into a complete audio play, of which a condensed version was broadcast in 6 weekly parts on the BBC website in a flash animation format where you could watch it with accompanying comic illustrations. And an extended edition of the Shada CD was released exclusively by Big Finish. But for whatever reason, instead of Tom Baker playing the Fourth Doctor in this audio release by Big Finish, Paul McGann was cast as the Doctor, and Lalla Ward did return though to play Romana II, and John Leeson voiced K9 as well in that. In early 2012, a novelization of Shada was released in hardcover. Also, the City of Death novelization is probably one of my all-time favorite Doctor Who books that I've ever read. It's amazing. In early 2013, the Legacy Collection box set came out, releasing Shada on DVD for the first time with a documentary called More Than 30 Years in the TARDIS. The Shada DVD essentially re-released a restored version of the 1992 VHS, but this time with a slew of bonus features, which included the flash format of the BBC webcast condensed version of the Shada Big Finish audio with Paul McGann and Lala Ward and accompanying comic illustration. This, by the way, is what the Region 1 version of the Legacy Collection box set looked like. However, there was one more version of Shada yet to go, which was the 2017 animated version. This had all of the missing parts of Shada completed with animation. This came out in Region 2 on DVD, Blu-ray, and Steelbook, and I believe it came out on DVD and Blu-ray in Australia as well. My hope is that we'll get all possible versions of Shada included on the Season 17 box set. I know that's a bit of an ask. I think what we'll get is the DVD release, hopefully the BBC webcast, considering that was a bonus feature on the DVD as well. I just don't think we'll get VHS version, which I'm not too bothered about, but I hope that they will include the full Big Finish version of Shada as an audio to listen to. And I know that they're going to include the animated version of Shada, considering that that's already been released on Blu-ray. And I'm hoping to see every single bonus feature that was on the DVD included, along with hopefully some new ones. I mean, imagine seeing Tom Baker react to Shada. That would just be incredible. I would expect that some of the versions of Shada will probably also end up on the bonus features disc, because I don't think they could pack all of the different versions into just one disc for Shada. However, if they do 2 discs for Shada and 1 disc for City of Death, then we may have just the bonus features disc to itself. Who knows? Comment down below with your thoughts on Season 17. Do you think that this news about Season 17 of being the next collection Blu-ray box set, do you think that it's legit? Do you think that a Galaxy 4 animation is happening at all? Do you think it's coming out in November if it is happening? And if you're in the US or Region 1, will you be pre-ordering and buying the Evil of the Daleks DVD? Comment down below. I'd love to know your thoughts on all of this news, as well as Season 17. Thanks so much for making it to the end. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I hope that you will stay safe, wear a mask, keep growing your knowledge collection and connection with other Doctor Who fans. Let's see if we can summon Albert. Albert the Adipose says hello, and we both hope to see you in the next video. Bye!